Good day, folks. You're probably wondering why I look so disheveled. Well, that's because if you looked at the title before you clicked on this video, I am going to be reviewing something called the Kuschelbar or Kuschelbar, depending on where on the internet you find it being talked about, beard and hair straightener. It is by MASC, by Jeff Chastain. The wife got it for me in January of 2021 this year as a birthday present because I have always had issues with my hair. I did nothing to my hair today. I took a shower this morning. I dried it off with a towel a little bit and just let it kind of hang out. Now it's middle of the day and this is just what I look like. I've made sure to do this at a time when I need a haircut, I need a trim, I gotta clean up some of that lechuga. I've got all this extra beard gunk happening on, I got quite the neck beard. I wanted to make sure that I had the hair necessary to give this bad boy a shot. This is the Kuschelbar, which you can actually see it right on there. It's got the power button, 3 different temperatures, I don't know if I can make that any clearer. 360, 380, and 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and a little button right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do a little time lapse in a bit when I go to use it. But pro tip: it doesn't work plugged in. You have to have it unplugged. You have to have this switch on unlock, and then you can start it up on the temperature that you want to use. Now, the box that it comes in is pretty awesome. FYI, I just turned it on. I'm going to turn it up to 400, the highest setting, and we're going to leave that down. It takes about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes to get hot. So in that time, I'm going to talk a little bit about the product before we get to the demonstration. Within the box, you get some stuff. You get the fancy bag I don't use. Your book. It does come with a charger. Interestingly enough, it uses the older school micro USB, not the newer school. I think it's USB-C, I think it's called. I don't know, I get all the monikers messed up, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, a key tip here is that right here, and it's not going to really get any clear, it says there are 3 temperature settings for fine to coarse hair. And I suspect that means 360 fine, 400 most coarse. That is a good 40 degrees difference, a 10% between those 3. I put it on 400. I found that 400 works best for my hair. Now here's what's interesting. I actually feel like I have very fine hair. I'm doing a heck of a job of going bald. It's coming. It's been coming for years now. But that said, I would think with fine hair, which is my top hair, I should be using 360 and probably use 400 on this coarse face pubes, the beard, which is a travesty as it is. I use 400 all the way around because when I get started, I don't want to stop. Quick little note about the build. See these little teeth right here, these prongs? And if you turn it this way, you're going to notice the ones on the edge are a little shorter than the ones in the middle. These ones in the middle, the longer ones, are shaped more like bowling pins. I think it's really hard. You can kind of see them right there. And that's because the fat part that is the same height as all the edge ones, the fat part on the middle ones, are the heating element. That's all part of the heating element, whereas the tips are not hot. So this guy is starting to get some temperature. We're going to be able to use it in probably a minute or so. There's a couple of keys before you even get started. If you have a long hair cat, they probably love this thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to use it on cats, but we have a bit of a big guy in there with some long hair. He loves this thing. Even though this is not hot to the touch, it gets a little warm where the plastic teeth are, but it's the heating element inside that your hair needs to pass through in order to heat up. If you've ever used a flat iron or anything like that, the outside might be tolerable, but the inside is very hot. I got myself on the lip once. This is where you got to be careful. Is when you're running it through things, your pieces of body or skin, like for me it was just the edge of the lip right there. You know, you got your ears and your ear tips and whatnot. As you're doing it, you don't want to go in a direction where you can accidentally run that through. So you don't want to be going down, 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 and then go sideways. That's how I accidentally got it. I was doing the side like this, and I got my lip in there. That was rough. So anyways, we got a little bit of heat. We're going to do this. I'm not going to talk during the demonstration. Hopefully, I can figure out this editing software. I use Olive because A, it's free, and B, it's easy. I am not a pro video guy. Anyways, I'm going to try to time-lapse this and speed it up so that we can get through it real quick and keep this video to about 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. And before I time-lapse it, though, let me just say, it says on the box, the slower the better. So you just want to go with the grain of your beard or hair, whichever way it goes. Just take a couple of passes, do it fairly slowly. The box does say it takes 3.5 hours to fully charge and you get 40 minutes of use out of it. I try to give it the full charge, but not until after it dies. And I rarely get 40 minutes out of it. I can usually get about 20. But that might be because I'm always doing it at the hottest temperature, 400 degrees. Okay, let's try that time-lapse thing. I'm shutting up. Okay. Hopefully I was able to do the time lapse. You didn't have to sit there and watch it for the roughly 6 minutes it took me to do. You'll see it's still on and running. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave it hot. Talk a little bit about what we saw there. That was a little trippy, doing it in reverse as opposed to doing it in the mirror. A couple of things you're going to notice is, like I said, I haven't trimmed or anything lately, but you're going to notice this beard is much more manageable. I do have some strays when I turn my head a certain way. You can see a couple poking out in the middle of nowhere land. That's because it's a beard that hasn't had anything done to it in a few days. Usually what happens is if I'm going to trim the beard, I will use the Kuschelbar, straighten it out. I'll find my strays so I can trim them appropriately. And that's when I'll also take care of, my neck beard and clean it up, and goodness gracious, I can look beautiful when I'm done. One of the things you're going to notice about my hair is I'm going to see if I can grab a still from earlier and then put it side by side in the video, but then you'll be able to see my hair does just absolutely rat's nest disaster, just terrible looking, and now it is actually, it's straight and has some volume, and dare I say, looks very Conan O'Brien-ish. It's very big. And you can see my hair is actually thin because I do have some hangers on that just kind of do their thing. So anyways, that's how it works, and I think it turns out really, really well. It's also very soothing. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it takes me a good 8, 10, 12 minutes to do it because I'll just get lost in it, enjoying the warmth on the face. That's why barbers out there, what's the sports one? Sport Clips. They give you the hot towel on the face and everything. That's one of their marketing things. It's soothing. It really is. It seems to open up the pores. I think one of the things you notice is, I have some red blotchiness on my skin. It's really bad this time of year with allergies and the changing in temperature and all that jazz. I find the areas of which I do this when I go up a little higher and whatnot, it actually seems my skin seems to enjoy it, and it gets a little less blotchy. So there we go. That's pretty much how this bad boy works. Now let me just say, as we turn it off, hold it for a couple of seconds and turn off, then you hit the switch, and just for those viewers to see how it works, so when you have it plugged in and it's charging, even if you turn the switch on and then push the button, it will not start. Okay? The instructions are very clear. Switch has to be set to unlock, button has to be pushed, and one of the lights have to be solid, and that is how it works. So that's what you see. One thing I will also review in this is, I love the name, also MASC by Jeff Chastain. It is a sculpting paste for hair and beards. It's called Gloryhold. I've struggled with good products that will keep volume in the hair without seeming too hard, too shiny, too glossy, and dare I say, sticky when I sweat and it drips down my face. I look for products that won't do that. And I've only ever found one good product that was like that, and it's the Old Spice hair putty. It's actually one of the cheaper products on the market, and that was the best thing I could find. I had to be extra careful though, because just a little bit too much, and I'm gunky, and it's thick and kind of gooey. This product, however, you'll see I have used probably 3 to 5 times a week for 4 months now, and that's all I've used so far. It is a mildly shiny paste. It's kind of thickish. Now, here's what's interesting. My hair is not short per se. It's also not really long. I've got some hair. That's actually a bit more than I want to use. That is about all I'll use. And it will give me just the right amount of hold without being shiny. Get it in the fingers. Get it in there. Okay, bear with me while I do this in mirror order. You're going to see now it looks very similar to what it did when I used the Kuschelbar, the straightener, right? Now I'm not going to mess with it too much. Usually I might take a little extra, give my alfalfa spot a little extra just to make sure it plays nice the rest of the day. But there it is. I've got some body. I'm ready for a talk show. I'm looking good. The benefit here is you can also use it on your beard, and I'll use a little bit right now. I generally don't. I'll snip the strays, and I like my beard to not usually have product in it. And I'll use it this time just so that I can share how well it really does work. And if you can't tell already, I recommend both these products. I'm not a famous YouTuber, and these are unaffiliated, and it's just a gift I got. Wanted everyone to just see my experience with it. Do a little demonstration, see how it goes. Alright, so don't know if you can tell, a lot of the strays are now taken care of. So that's me beautiful in under 20 minutes. Anyways, I'll finish it off here. MASC by Jeff Chastain. That's the product brand. Kuschelbar is the name of the beard and hair straightener. Mine is the cordless, rechargeable one. I don't see any reason to get a different one than that, if I had long hair down below my shoulders. And the Gloryhold sculpting paste. As you can see, as I get closer, my hair is not shiny, but it is totally in place. I really got to get Shaggy Dog on me to get it to fall out of place. So anyways, those are the products. I love them. I recommend them. If you have issues with wavy hair, thin hair, super thick hair, but you have wavy hair that you find unmanageable, this product will keep it in place. This product makes you look like a completely different man. That said, the kicker on this is one of my cats absolutely loves it. What can I say? If the cat loves it, I should love it. Anyways, those are the products. If you're looking for the product, my wife got this on a deal for about 80 or 90 bucks. This was about $20 or $25. Here we are 5 months into the year. I've been using these for more than 4 months. Love them still. Would definitely make a second purchase. Even if this bad boy breaks today, I would go out and buy a replacement. That's how good it is. Anyways, with no more, hopefully this helps. With that, happy styling.